We've been trying to keep everyone updated via email and via the website, but nothing like the present. We did want to announce that the Translational Research Institute for Space Health, we have Dr. Wotring up front this morning, is actually live streaming the plenaries on their website, and we can make sure we get that link out for anyone who isn't able to be at the plenaries. And this is where we're probably going to have some of our biggest impacts currently of the government shutdown. We are receiving guidance almost real time. There will be a point today when civil servants will have to vacate the premises and not be participating in any aspect of the meeting. We did receive an update communication that civil servants who had intended to and purchased tickets for the banquet can still attend that. That's a separate function on your own time. There are particular directions about the limitations of that. So if you have a ticket and you've purchased your ticket as a civil servant, you could still choose to attend. As Dr. Charles mentioned, we have had impacts to travel for invitational travel. So Kevin Fong, our speaker, will not be able to attend, but again, TRI for Space Health came through and was able to secure a new speaker for us, Dr. Bud Frazier from Texas Medical Center. Kind of a pioneer in the left ventricular assist device. He's chief of cardiopulmonary transplant. He will be here to speak with us. He has some amazing TED Talks, so he has a lot of experience clearly with research, technology development, the constraints around extreme technology development and interfacing with the human. So I think he will be a very exciting and lively speaker for us. The immediate impacts of the shutdown to this morning's agenda: Dr. J.D. Polk and his colleagues from Washington, D.C. were not able to travel. So we're going to take up a little bit more time, obviously, with my update, and we're going to segue into Dr. Bill Pulaski's State of HRP. The other plenary that was impacted was the interagency panel. That was populated with people who are civil servants from other agencies, and they have the same impacts with respect to travel and participation. So Dr. Charles has really been very generous and agreed to give his manned orbiting laboratory talk. Dr. Charles is quite the historian with respect to human spaceflight, and this is a very unique program that he will help you understand that was only recently declassified. So this afternoon's sessions, the discipline sessions, as well as Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday discipline sessions, for all intents and purposes, are very much intact. Thank you to all of you who are able to continue to attend in spite of maybe what you were unsure of happening with the government shutdown. But of all the discipline sessions, our element scientists and their staff have worked really hard to identify where we might have impacts and found backups, both for civil servant presenters and civil servant chairs. So while some of the names might be a little different, the content will very much be there for you to have enjoy and to build on collaborations and hear kind of the state of the art of human spaceflight research. We're trying to make everyone aware of these changes via the app as well as the online agenda. Clearly the agenda that is in print went to print before all these changes, and it's very challenging to keep print up to date. So really we ask you to rely on the electronic version. Our golden rule this week is really be flexible. This shutdown can last for hours, days, and even weeks. So if we get turned on this week to come back to work, we will come back as soon as we are allowed. So we could reappear a little bit later in the week and re-engage you. That would be our best hope for this week for sure. I do want to introduce some other colleagues that are going to really become on point when civil servants, including myself, have to vacate the premises. You'll recognize some of their names, but they're key individuals, and if they are present in the room, some of them might be running around dealing with registration. Dr. Manish Arya, do we have Manish in the facility? He tends to run around making sure. Did I see a hand for Manish? There he is, he's all the way to the back. Dr. Manish Arya is really key to the development. He is our right-hand person when it comes to the development of the agenda. And he works closely. Another key individual is Mia Monroe, who is our event coordinator. We also have Lisa Milstead, who works closely with Manish and Mia. These people will understand the rolling impacts if we're not here. We've kind of set up a plan of how we'd like to see things flow as the cancellations for our participation continue. but they will be able to backfill and kind of work real time. If you have any questions or issues, those are the people who really can help you. Another group of people who are going to take on a leadership role if civil servants aren't here is Dr. Virginia Wotring from TRI Space Health, as well as Dorit Denoville, the director of TRI Space Health. Ginger is the chief scientist. We have asked them to step in at several instances. One was about our banquet speaker. Another one will be on Thursday afternoon. There's a bit of an impact because we have Dr. Peggy Whitson, an astronaut, clearly who flew recently on the International Space Station, kind of groundbreaking effort. If we're still under a government shutdown, Peggy will not be able to present. So we have a variety of impacts later Thursday afternoon at about 3 o'clock. The poster competition will still occur for all the students in the student presentation. Manish and his group have made sure that the judging has been redistributed for those people who will be available. So there will be a poster competition award. And also the closing comments, if we are not back to work, will also be provided by Dr. Denoville. So we so appreciate them stepping in at this time to these leadership opportunities and backfilling for us kind of real time when we can't be here. So now I think it's time to introduce our next speaker. Dr. Bill Pulaski is the program manager of the Human Research Program. Dr. Pulaski historically has been a researcher and was a civil servant in the Human Health and Performance Directorate, previously Space Life Sciences. So we really appreciate Dr. Pulaski's leadership. He has also provided leadership along with Barbara Corbin, our deputy manager, throughout a trying year where you've seen a lot of impacts to changes both in the agency architecture for exploration as well as its budget profile. So we've asked Dr. Pulaski to kind of give us the state of HRP and any other comments he might want to make about this week's Human Research Program Investigator Workshop.